Welcome. One thing I've always been described as is messy, and I completely agree. I don't respond to texts. I'm late to every event I've ever had, and I'm never really there. Like, if you're trying to talk to me and like converse with me, you might notice that I don't really know what you're saying because I find it really hard to be present a lot of the time. One thing I really struggled with was kind of getting my goals on track. It seemed like everyone else could just fucking go gym, come home, eat good. For me, it was like a constant battle every second of the day to try and keep on track of my goals. And I finally nailed down a few things that I think help me stay on track. Okay, this is gonna sound painfully obvious. Prepping your clothes the night before is crazy. Remember when you go to a school tour and you would leave like your outfit out on the bed? That's what I do every single night. And if I don't physically leave it out, I will mentally know what I'm wearing, because that saves at least 10 minutes in the morning of me running around. And I'm not trying to start my day off like that, like all stressed and everything. So the way to avoid that is, especially knickers and socks, because they can be hard to find in the morning, and have an idea or put your outfit out. I prefer leaving it out on the desk. And then the next thing is you have to make your lunches. Like, it makes the most amount of sense, like budget wise and keeping on track with your food wise. Like, you have to actually make your lunches, okay? I actually go to bed, and if I haven't made my lunch, like, I'm irked and I can't sleep now because I've gotten in such a habit. And like, again, if you would have met me a year ago, like, I was nothing like this. I just went to whatever punches rolled my way in life, right? But now I'm so organized just in those little areas, not everywhere. I'm not a different person. Here's some advice if you are out and you're at the shop and you don't have lunch, okay? Because again, like I said, for me, like, sticking with good food is a huge thing. Here are my list of things. Protein bar, chocolate or yogurt covered rice cakes. I prefer yogurt. Soups, specifically the Cully and Sully ones, are so good, especially for lunches. And I'd get a buttered roll from the deli if they're still open at the time. That is my something about soup and a roll, oh my god. And then for snacks, we obviously got Pepsi Max, or I love popcorn, really good. So even when you're out, obviously there's going to be scenarios, I mean, you didn't bring your lunch, you forgot it. Try your best to get things that give you a bit of energy, like make you feel good or taste nice, and like fit in that. If you're anything like me, the hair gets greasy, okay? I train 5 days a week, 5 days. And by the time my hair gets greasy, like, I'm just waiting to wash it. Like, I'm literally like, Argh. So what I do is I once a week will let my hair get really greasy, and I'll put it all in rosemary oil. I'll put it here. 10-euro boots. I massage it all in. That stimulates hair growth, not even joking. The next day I'll wear it in that bun for as long as possible. Usually after work I'll have a shower, and my hair will be the softest. This is not a great example. I'm not great at hair. Not only is it giving you a hairstyle to use last minute when you don't really have anything to do with your hair, it's so greasy, but it also is taking care of your hair. So I love like a 2-in-1. Oh, this is a really big one. I will always carry like a little bag of me, a little shoulder bag. And inside I will always keep the essentials, which for me is concealer, lip liner, and Vaseline. Vaseline, I just need it on every day. Like, I have to always have Vaseline on my lips. Like, see my hands, this is what I feel like when I don't have Vaseline. Lip liner is just obvious. This is not as big as they look. So to try to keep up the illusion, I carry lip liner and concealer because I have acne. It's actually going away. But always carry your essentials with you, okay? So this benefits you because if you wake up late, I can just throw this shit on, okay? If you're like me and you spill stuff all the time, I will get like soup all down my face. I can just top it up with concealer, especially if you're a girl with a little bag, because there's space in there for stuff. You gotta use it. Drying tan. Okay, when I dry my tan, it makes me feel like this, okay? I literally hate that sticky feeling. So what I do is I literally grab my hair dryer on cold because I'm so impatient, and I'll just try dry at least the bendy parts, the elbows, the knees, and I will just do that until it feels dry. And if I do have talcum powder, I will put it on. I've seen that hack on TikTok. You just put talcum powder over it, and that takes away that sticky feeling straight away. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because, like, usually I'm impatient and then I go to bed and then the tan dries and then there's a big gap on it somewhere because I've just rushed to bed and not waited till it dried. So that's a way to get it to dry quicker. Sleep. OMG. I used to fight the sleep because I used to think like, oh, when I go to sleep, like, the day's over. But the benefits of having a full night's sleep and going into work is crazy. Like, I'm such a nicer person when I actually get all those hours. And now what I do is I love going to bed because I've created this routine where I get my dressing gown. Let me put it on. Oh yeah, this dressing gown, and I get into it straight after a shower, which I usually have at night time. Sit in my bed, light a candle, and watch YouTube, and I will drift away to YouTube, but I actually try to fall asleep to nothing. So when I feel myself getting tired, I turn off the iPad, because apparently you can take in stuff when you're sleeping, or like I'll try create a dream, you know, when you were younger and you're like, oh, me and my crush, like I would literally do that, like dream and try think of scenarios when me and my crush can get together. I do that now before I go to bed. Okay, another thing is, like I said, I'm into gym, love gym, but you also want to have like a life outside gym, and it's kind of hard to like balance the two with full-time work if you're like me. So what I do is I actually now shower in my gym to try maximize the amount of time I have afterwards. So just little things like that. Or what I love as well is I go to workout classes, and my workout classes are timed. They're half an hour in, out. Like, I know what time I'll be done at. I feel like a lot of the reason why people get lost in the gym is because they take a long time between sets, they're waiting on machines. All of this you're avoiding if you do a class, because it's timed. You know exactly when you'll be done, exactly when you'll be out. They're not going to hold you captive. So either have your workout planned out, go to a class, or shower afterwards to try optimize the amount of time you can have outside gym, because that's important too, and it's the only thing that will keep you in gym. My last one is so important. Okay, this is my journal. I got it on Temu. I think it was like €8. I've done this much. I know it doesn't look like a lot. I have this much left, and all I do is I grab this every day. I will write down my thoughts, what I'm thinking, my goals, anything that kind of keeps me on track, because like I said, my mind is so disorganized that I can easily just forget or just not think of something, and then all of a sudden it's happening. Like, oh my god, Jerry's birthday, it's literally happening right now. I don't have a present. So this will kind of keep me on track. I write down anything, like literally sometimes I'll write down my favorite foods. It's just like something that where it's like, it's my me time. I'm going to talk and think about me just for now. I can be completely honest, don't need anyone's opinion back, and I write down. And honestly, what this does for your head on top of organization is crazy. Like, it's my therapy, this journal, and all my ideas for my videos are in this journal. It's just nice to think that like when you're 80 you can go back and you can read everything that your 20-year-old mind was thinking at that point in time. Like, that's crazy. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Try some of these out, let me know how you get on, and don't be discouraged if you're like really messy or a bit laid back. Just go at your own pace and figure out what works for you, and hopefully something in this video might help you stay on track, stay successful, and just feel good in yourself, because you can still do these things when you're a bit. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.